interesting report I saw coming out of CNN about how those around Biden and presumably Biden himself feel very bolstered after both the midterms and recent political wins by Joe Biden. And the reason why I want to cover this is it's indicating to me we're more likely to see Biden announce a 2024 re-election bid, which will be wild, especially if it's Trump versus Biden again. That's going to be brutal, but we will follow it each step of the way. Here's this CNN report. As 2022 comes to a close, President Joe Biden's top advisor, Mike Donilon, has a rosy outlook on the president's political durability. Biden heads into the new year with a strong jolt of momentum, he says. That's according to a memo that Donilon, one of Biden's most trusted advisors who has worked with the president for decades, sent to interested parties Monday morning and was first shared with CNN. Quote, "We see the president's approval rating on the upswing, a resilient economic climate, and strong support for the president's agenda," Donilon's memo begins. Donilon writes that one of the most important factors contributing to Biden's upswing is a resilient economy, as he cites jobs growth, the recent drop in gas prices, and the moderation of inflation. Historically high prices have been a stubborn problem plaguing the White House for much of Biden's first term in office so far, but recent economic indicators suggest that inflation in the U.S. may finally be starting to slow. Among the public polling that Donilon cites in his new memo is CNN's December survey, which showed Biden's job approval rating at 46%. That marked an improvement from the 41% approval seen in late October and his strongest numbers in CNN polling since a year ago. The memo comes as Biden has said he will take time over the winter holidays to deliberate with his family whether to seek a second term, with an announcement expected in the new year. So I think if the sentiment as being reported by CNN from Donilon there is that Joe Biden is politically strong right now, and they feel a lot of energy in the White House towards kind of the new year and what they've gotten done previously and the economic indicators and all of that. I definitely think that increases Biden's chances, regardless of the remaining variables about the future that remain, namely his age and all of that. It's definitely becoming more likely he'll run again if right now they feel very politically strong and effective. It's much more likely that if things were going horrible, the midterms went terrible, he hasn't been able to get things done, that he would want to kind of, all right, I'm out. But because he right now does not feel that way, feels really good, approval rating got a little bump, that he'll feel more juiced up for a possible 2024 announcement, which, as I've said, the idea of him running again and going through a whole nother 4 years of being president is very concerning to me. I also recognize there are so few just crazy strong candidates to take his place. So my stance is one of, I think Biden's done good stuff. I don't think he should run for re-election. And I'm panicked about who's going to replace him, who would be very strong to defeat a Republican, which is not a great place to be. But we'll definitely be seeing what he does, and that will very much define the next 2 years of the show and the type of coverage we'll be doing of all the different presidential primary business and all that. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before any of the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get a full extra show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley, and there's a link in the description.